Welcome, aspirants. In this explainer, we are going to break down one of the most crucial topics for your upcoming exams, the Convention on Biological Diversity. Let's get right into it.
Okay, so here's our game plan. We'll start with the core objectives, trace the convention's journey, look at its key action plans, understand the governing bodies, and then wrap up with a laser-focused look at the key takeaways for your exam.
Right. Let's start at the very beginning. What is this convention all about? What's its fundamental purpose?
So the first thing you need to know is that biological diversity is a huge concept. We're not just talking about saving pandas here. It covers everything, the entire variety of life on Earth, from massive ecosystems to individual species, all the way down to the genetic level. And the CBD says protecting this is a common concern of humankind. That's a really important phrase.
Now, this is absolutely crucial for your exams. The whole convention boils down to three main goals. To remember them, just think of the letters CSB. First, C for the conservation of biodiversity. Second, S for the sustainable use of its parts. And third, B for sharing the benefits that come from genetic resources. CSB. Got it?
And here's another key differentiator you have to remember. This isn't just some friendly suggestion. The CBD is a legally binding agreement. That means countries that sign on are legally required to put its rules into action. This is what gives the convention its real power. It has teeth.
Okay, let's move on to the timeline. Understanding the history of the convention is really important because, as you know, dates are critical for scoring well in your exams. So here are the 4 key dates you need to know. It all began in 1992 at the famous Rio Earth Summit. It officially came into force the next year in 1993, and importantly for us, India became a party in 1994. And another really significant year was 2012, when India actually hosted the big COP11 meeting in Hyderabad.
And just look at this number, 196. That's how many parties have signed on. We're talking 195 states plus the European Union. This makes it a near-universal treaty, which really just highlights the incredible global agreement on how important biodiversity is.
Now, what's really interesting is how a big treaty like this actually gets things done. It doesn't just happen. The convention uses specific legal agreements called protocols and big-picture strategic plans to drive action.
Okay, you're going to see these 2 protocols a lot. Here's a simple way to keep them straight. Think C. Cartagena is for caution when it comes to biotechnology and living modified organisms, or LMOs. Then think Nagoya is about sharing the benefits from natural resource genetics. It's all about access and benefit sharing, or ABS.
These frameworks are like the world's master plan for biodiversity. The old plan, for the 2011 to 2020 decade, was all about the Aichi targets. But now we've moved on. The new plan, which will take us all the way to 2030, is the Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework.
And this is the headline from the new framework. It's the 30 by 30 target. Super easy to remember, right? The goal is to protect at least 30% of the planet's land and sea by the year 2030. It shows you just how ambitious the new goals are. So we have the treaty, we have the action plans, but who's actually in charge? Who runs this whole show? Let's take a quick look at the machinery that keeps this convention running.
So at the very top, you have the COP, the Conference of the Parties. This is the main decision-making body where all the countries meet. The day-to-day admin work is handled by the Secretariat in Montreal. Then you have 2 important advisory groups, SBSTTA, which provides all the scientific and technical advice, and SBI, which checks up on how well everyone is actually implementing the rules. So how does this global treaty turn into real action in a country like India? Well, it's mainly through 2 things. Each country develops its own NBSAP, that's a National Biodiversity Strategy and Action Plan. And then they have to submit national reports to show what they've done and what progress they're making.
Okay, this is it, the most crucial part for your revision. Let's quickly consolidate all the key facts you absolutely need to remember for your exam. This is your cheat sheet.
Let's run through the core concepts. 1. It's a legally binding treaty from the 1992 Rio Earth Summit. 2. It came in force in 93, India joined in 94. 3. The 3 objectives are CSB. 4. COP11 in Hyderabad in 2012 was a big deal for India. Got it?
Next, the protocols. Don't mix them up. The Cartagena Protocol is all about biosafety and LMOs, and its key idea is the precautionary principle. The Nagoya Protocol is about access and benefit sharing, ABS, and its keywords are fair and equitable sharing.
And finally, the frameworks and bodies. We've moved from the old Aichi targets to the new Kunming-Montreal GBF, with its 30 by 30 target. The main governing body is the COP, and countries implement this all at home through their NBSAPs.
And I'll leave you with this thought. As the pressures on our planet keep growing, the real challenge is this. How do we take those national action plans, those NBSAPs, and turn them from just being documents on a shelf into real, effective, on-the-ground action?
We really hope this structured explainer helps you in your preparation. For more deep dives on important exam topics, make sure to check out our other videos. And of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. All the best!